heading out to the fields, and we are going to check our white poplars that we have planted earlier and see how they are doing. We are going to fetch some water as well, see if we can find some, because if you don't water them once you plant them immediately or a day or two after, they may dry out. These are the fields of my cousins. This part traditionally belonged to my grandfather, but then after he passed away, may God have mercy on him, we divided it between my father and my uncles, and we are going to enter our part of the field. And you can see this fields in the vision, visual field. These are all the divided land between my father and our uncle. It all belongs to our family. So we are going to fetch some water for the plant. Now there is no shortage of water for drinking and ordinary use, but since the fields are at a little distance from the houses and the water sources, and I'm going to find some water in the short canals, these small canals, I don't know what do they call it, but some residues which has been left off from the watering of the fields earlier, and we are going to see if there is some. Look at this. Now here we are. Look at this. This is some swamp. Apparently I have to take water from here up to the bucket. And this looks dirty. I have a dirty work to do now. I don't know. I'm thinking of going back to my house and just fetch some clean water, but apparently it does not matter, and just if it is water, the plant may do well. So we are going to see if there is indeed some water there that can be brought up. Look at this. I'm going to mount it. I'm going to mount this bucket here nice and firm, or this one, and then I'm going to get into the swamp. Oh, there is water. Wow, eureka! Ooh. I have a dirty work to do here. Wow. Nice plant. Ooh. I'm afraid not to fall down. Water is great. Water is gold. There is no great blessing in water. Even if there was a shortage of water, people are going to come and drink this pond, drink this swamp dry. But apparently we take things for granted until they are no more available. Look at this. I think this is a lesson in, gratitude, and be grateful for what we have as long as we have it. This one is filled up nice as well. I'm a little tired and sweaty. I have filled these 2 buckets, and now taking it back to the field and then watering those plants. I think they are going to be happy and thankful. Water is great, and so does plants. White poplar, wow, what a view. And I'm sweating slightly. When I pick these up with my both hands, I have apparently not a third apparatus to hold the camera. So we are going to meet there, right across the field, when we are standing beside the plants, and then we are going to water it. Back at the field, white poplar. We are going to treat the water and water the plants. We are going to water the plants frugally. Yeah. Apparently my father is an expert at this, and he advises me to limit or confine or economically use the water. Yeah. We are going to be frugal with our resources, especially at a place like this, where we may face dire shortages of water. And an important time to remember the people in Middle East, and especially in Gaza, who are suffering with food shortages, with water shortages. And I honestly kind of feel a little guilty to be treating water like this at a time where some people in the world may be thirsty for a droplet of it. But anyways, what moves on?
I stopped it because the water is pouring out from the roots.
Yeah.
So slowly and gradually.
White poplar. It grows fast. It is quite great for timber and shade, but apparently they can dry out quickly if you don't water them, the planted ones, immediately. They are a wonderful source of income as well. We have planted some 250 saplings recently, and we have brought another stock of almost 680 saplings that we are going to plant in the coming time. Oh, my father is a little tight on things when you work around him. He can be a great administrator, a little strict, but that goes on. It goes well. Look at this swamp water. Wow! We are enjoying it. I'm starting to sweat a little, getting my heart beat faster, and it will improve my digestion. Now I'm fetching water, and this friend of mine, my co-worker, he pours it onto the plant, apparently with much experience. I'm slowly turning into that apparently meme guy, the little kid who says apparently almost 10 times every other 2 sentences. Wow, apparently. So, empty buckets, empty hearts, and we have found another water source. We're going to go that way and see if we can fetch some water. Time is running short, and then I have to go somewhere as well, apparently, but this work is also important. I cannot afford that these beautiful poplar saplings dries out immediately as we have planted them. So this is the swamp right here. We're going to see if it's deep enough and if it can do our work. Oh my god, I'm working in the swamps. I'm a swamp man. Yeah, let's get into the swamp. Ooh. We're going to see if it's deep enough. Oh my god, there is something lying here. What is this? Ooh. No, it's not deep enough for the bucket to be filled up. What is this? Is this some kind of post-apocalyptic swamp? It reminds me of Tarkovsky's Stalker. Wow, Tarkovsky! What a recollection. Tarkovsky, the great Soviet filmmaker who focused on their subjects' existential journey through famous era and through Soviet and European cities, and he filmed their journeys, their moral, religious, social and domestic lives, but he focused kind of more on individual's ideology, moral standing, psychology. I liked his movie, what do they call it? It's not Stalker. Stalker is not my favorite one. It's a great film, by the way, but the one I like is called, I don't know, I forget its name, but it follows the journey of a Russian poet, and he follows a man whom he had idealized, and he follows him through Italy and Europe, and that man is apparently some guy that is heretic. He was known for locking his family up in their house, and then he delivers a powerful speech on a monument and telling the world that how everything is coming to decline and that you want to save yourself. It was a very powerful poetic speech. And then, should I spoil it or no? No, I shouldn't. It's a great movie. Apparently it's not the kind of movie that are known for spoilers and things like that, but even then the central theme remains the same. Tarkovsky, may God have mercy on your soul. You were a great filmmaker and a huge inspiration to me. Wow. Slow and steady wins the race. We're working slowly, but we're going to fill it up. See how it goes. This field belongs to my cousin. He passed through here and I complained that this is not too deep. The swamp is not too deep for me to fill the bucket up comfortably, and he gave me this, and he told me to, just do some manual work and deepen it, like this. I have some problems holding up the camera. See if I can mount it, but I'm afraid it might fall. Well, let's see if it can work here. Does it work here? We are going to see. Look at this. Wow. We are going to make some place for the bucket to get down good, and then can fetch our water comfortably. Oh my God. Some cups lying there down, piece of glasses, stones, heavy stones. I think I might not be able to do it without getting dirty. It's a pig's contest, I think. But one of the reasons water like this is, wow, I might fall. One of the reasons water like this is preferred and not the one straight from a tap or a well is because it is well fertilized by the swamps. Water are good for the fields. I'm not a very expert one, but I'm a kind of a farmer myself as well. See, I'm sweating. Oh my God. So unknown enemies lying down there. It's starving, you don't know. I think we have made enough space for the bucket to fill up quick. Filling it up now, nice and quick. Look at this. Ooh. I'm breathless. Wow. Look at my shoes. The sun is shining in its full might. I'm actually trying to speak. As Trump would say, I have the best words. I know the best of words. Wow, Trump, great guy. Apparently he uses to say, I like the bad publicity and I like the good publicity. Now Trump is a master of narrative, and he mastered it through his cocky personality. He's a very confident man, and he has mastered the American psychology quite greatly. Celebrity stuff. Donald Trump. Wow, hello sir. The in charge here thinks that I'm bad in the matters of frugality. I'm not economical. Am I voracious in food? Yes. I devour good meat and chicken, and I'm a little unjust as well. But I think I can think well what to do at what time. Wow. Great day. Sweating profusely. Is profusely a word in English? I think it is. I am no Shakespeare to make up words. Apparently Shakespeare has given a lot of words to English, has invented a lot of words to English. Back at our old spot earlier, because the new swamp was not deep enough, and apparently the water here is more clear. You can see the bucket can be filled up quite well, and it's less of a hard work. The distance is a little farther, but I think the quality of water, the transparency, and the depth of the swamp makes up for the distance. Wow, look at this. Nice springtime. When I first saw you, winter was at hand, and all the leaves and all the reckless leaves were shed. Yet at your coming, life inspired anew. There is some kind of poem by Fawcett. It's about springtime. That when I saw you, winter was at hand, but then, yet at your coming, life inspired anew. And he goes on and talks about birds chirping and singing and leaves coming back to life. Apparently, spring is at our hand and life is coming back to its usual form. Winter is death, summer is life. You know, the body gets colder when it dies. When a man dies, it gets colder. Winter is death. They say when the world ends, it will be an eternal winter. Some physicist guys, hello physicists, great guys, physics people, they have some wonderful theories about the nature of life and the afterlife and the end of the world. Scientific stuff. Wow. So came up with another idea. Since it takes a lot of time to fill 2 buckets up and then bring it here and then wait for the water to plant, so I'm heading to the house and fetch some more buckets. So my work is like a constant water fetcher, and then the work can be more efficient, the watering can be efficient, fast, and we can do it well then. Look at this. Wow, nice scenery. Oof. Heading home, heading to the house. One of the reasons to live at a place where it belongs to you generationally is that people knows you, you're confident, you are not afraid. I can roam around here all day and care about nothing, nil. I have no cares. I'm a happy man. Wow, what a revelation. I think the stranger Albert Camus and Monsieur Meursault, when he's sitting in the jail waiting for execution, he pronounces that I have come to know that after all I was a happy man.